Hello student. Currently we are learning the philosophy from H.A. Robert, the principle and art of cure by homeopathy. And from this philosophy we already completed the miasms, that is syphilitic stigma, psychosis. In this series of psychosis we learn whatever is the symptoms which are arise because of the domination of the miasm psychosis. The lecture number 30. In this lecture number 30, H. Robert gives the concept of miasm psychosis as overconstruction. Student, you know Hahnemann's classification based on a theory of origin of diseases, and this theory of miasm or theory of chronic disease has aroused more controversy than all his other doctrines or principles, isn't it? All that had he written earlier, that is law of similia, then need of drug proving, that is law of simplex minimum, or theory of vital force also. These are all accepted very easily and makes profound sense and very much logical. But his classification of the theory of miasm is most controversial, and if the classification is of practical utility, if the theory can be understood in spirit and applied in practice, we accept it, or if you do not agree, you can discard it also. This classification or this particular classification has helped greatly for simplifying remedy selection, and it is very obvious that you can knock at the individual door and look up the most specific medicine or similitude medicine for the particular case, isn't it? You know, the miasm psychosis, the main feature of the psychotic personality is secretiveness. He is always trying to hide his weakness, and constantly he is tense. This constant effort to cover up his weakness make even everyday life stressful. He never hopes to get rid of his weakness. All that he wants to be somehow cover it up. Consequently, he is more closed during the interview, and therefore the case taking of the psychotic person is very much difficult. The psychotic person has fixed habit and traits. He thinks and acts in particular way, that is a fixed ideas are there, and even the dreams are very specific. The psychotic individual is less active and more reserved than soric. You know, the psychotic miasm in its physical aspect also has a hyper reaction. In SORA, the reactions are to be a variety of stimuli, since the struggle is with outside irritants, while in and here the weakness is perceived within the himself. So psychosis is usually not much affected by external factor, yet it can be aggravated by something very specific. Thus thus it does not show a plethora of modalities as the SORA has. In psychosis, since one is trying to cope with the body's own specific weakness, its reaction will be concentrated at specific sites and organ system tending to cause chronic. So slow trouble usually with a tendency to overreaction. In that particular sphere. The reaction will also be the same no matter what the stimulus is or even with no stimulus. Thus, we see overgrowth, hyperimmune responses, fixed and steady states like asthma and structural pathology. And the disease usually has an insidious onset as the characteristic feature of chronic disease or chronic miasm, and the course is steady, very gradual progress. And in psychosis, we find the hypo or hypersecretion. These are all the characteristic feature of the miasm psychosis, isn't it? You know, let us understand the survival response of the psychotic miasm. A good number of people in the world today are in psychotic state, and therefore it is very important to know how to collect the symptom from the specific psychotic patient, or the how to select the very specific remedy for this psychotic patient. There is a sense of inadequacy and inferiority. Inferior complex is so much exhibited in the people, in the patient, of having a tough time with the self in the struggle for existence. The growth of psychotherapy, self-improvement technique, etc. are all in response to the rise in psychosis. Unfortunately, however, most such methods manage to achieve the opposite because they only bring about a better adjustment to fixed way of thinking and living. These are only ways of coping with the same feeling of inferiority rather than a true diminution of the feeling. And therefore, this survival response of the psychotic miasm is very important. There is hypersensitive response to something specific arising out of a deficiency of the normal response. For example, tumors and allergies. Keloids are a good example where the deficient feeling gives rise to an increased attempt to repair the fault. You know, there are 4 stages of life, isn't it? As is the childhood, adolescence, the adulthood, and then the old age. The psychotic miasm will be seen predominantly around the middle age, when the person, after struggling long, sees many defects in himself and tries to overcome them, and therefore you got the patient from the specific age group with very specific history, isn't it? Very specific history of struggle and their failure, and with very specific mental symptom. This is the time when ideas become rigid, freedom restricted, and the person is content to cope rather than struggle. Yes, this struggle is over. Now the person desire to cope up with the situation. The main feature of the psychotic personality is secretiveness. He is always trying to hide his weakness and constantly tense, and therefore the weakness is, or his weakness which he realized, which exhibited or which resulted into the stress in everywhere of the symptom of the psychotic patient. Let us try to understand the lecture from H. Robert, Philosophy, proper lecture. You know, in each case need to be viewed from the point of his miasmatic totality in order to understand the patient completely, isn't it? Yes, let us read the first paragraph from H. Robert, Philosophy. When we come to analyze the psychotic miasm in relation to the table of elements and their respective atomic weights, we find an entirely new grouping of symptoms. Yes, in the first paragraph he explained the psychotic remedy which you are going to select according to the case taking and the totality of symptom. The very specific group of remedy are selected or aroused after the repetition, and this all psychotic remedy has its own place in the periodic table in the relation to the table of element. The table of element means it is a modern periodic table, and this periodic table which based on their respective atomic weights. Yes, in periodic table the who developed by Mendeleev, and based on the atomic weights, isn't it? And when we take the reference of this periodic table and the substance or the drug substance from the other elements from the periodic table, we find an entirely new grouping of symptom. Very specific group of symptom we observe in these all remedies which are basically exhibit the psychotic symptom, isn't it? We have stated in summary of the miasmatic symptomatology that the psoric manifests most strongly the functional symptoms. The syphilitic has its hallmark ulceration and destruction of tissue, even to bony tissue, while the psychotic has an opposite manifestation, infiltration and overgrowth of tissue. Therefore, we see that the psychotic stigma presents a problem in physical construction that is the exact opposite of the SORI, granting that our theory has been so far sound. Yes, whenever we observe the SORA in our patient, all the changes which are produced or exhibited by the patient, these are all functional changes, isn't it? And very specific symptomatology developed by the patient, which is influenced by miasm SORA. Whereas the miasm syphilis is responsible for produce the changes which are present in last decade of the life, that is all the destructive changes, while the psychotic stigma or the psychotic miasm, which are the symptoms which are related to the physical construction, and more bodily symptoms are there, which are arise out of hyper and hypo secretions. Let us try to understand the modern periodic table and what is the relation he tried to exhibit, isn't it? It is a modern periodic table developed by Mendeleev. You know, the periodic table is a classification of the chemical elements in a logical framework, so that it is easier to understand the properties of element and their reactions with each other. And the same property of the elements, when we prepare a medicine, there is a specific relation of this element to each other. In the modern periodic table, the elements are arranged according to their atomic numbers, and to understand this we have to understand the atomic structure a little. You know, a single atom of every element consists of protons, neutrons and electrons. The protons have a positive charge and neutrons are neutral, and the electrons have negative charge. You know, the protons and neutrons form the nucleus of the atom, whereas the electrons circle the nuclei in orbit, and this arrangement of the electron on the outer layer, it is very specific in number, and the reactivity of this atom is depending upon how many electrons are appeared in the last shell, and therefore, and whenever the last orbit consists of 8 electrons, then it is called as a stable. It is very common, you know, one of you know this. And whenever this outer shell is outer orbit is completed with 8 electrons, that the element is not much active, it is a stable. And according to these, all elements are grouped together, and the periodic table consists of this first A group, then second A group, then group third, and in this way these are all arranged. The element of group fourth A are the silicon, and it is the fourth A group and consists of carbon and silicon. have 4 electrons in their outermost orbit, and therefore they neither give nor take electron but share them, and therefore they are less reactive than those belonging to other group. In this way, the various other elements are grouped as considered as a psychotic miasm or psychotic symptom, you can say. Thus, while the psoric patient is unable to assimilate sufficient elements from sunlight, air, water, food, etc., for well-rounded physical structure in which to house a normal healthy mind and spirit. That means the psoric patient have the problem, or there is a deficiency occur because of the poor assimilation from the natural sources, that like sunlight, air, that is sunlight poor absorption, that is a poor vitamin D construction, air, that is a poor absorption of oxygen from water, and then various nutrients from food. These are all nutrients are, the assimilation is very poor, and therefore there is weakness occur. We find that the psychotic patient is too susceptible to the available constructive element. He seizes upon and assimilates to the point of overgrowth of tissue. Yes, there is no problem of assimilation in the psychotic patient, while these are all resulted into overgrowth of tissues. If this is so, it explains the reason for pathology in all parts of the body that manifest overgrowth of natural tissue. And we have already noted that whereas we find malignancies with overgrowth of tissues and infiltration, we are almost always able to trace the psychotic taint. Yes, the extra growth, overgrowth, abnormal growth of the natural tissue is under the influence of psychotic taint, and therefore whenever there is a malignant growth or benign growth, any type of malignancies or overgrowth of the tissue and infiltration occur, we definitely diagnose such patient of the psychotic taint. Consider the necessary elements for physical construction and the lavish manner in which they are supplied by nature in fresh air, sunshine, fresh fruit, vegetable, nuts, even in fresh seafood and animal tissue which we adapt for food. Yes, all the elements which we gain for the physical construction, for the normal physical build-up of our body, which is ample amount we or the nature supplied in the form of fresh air, then sunshine, the fresh fruit, vegetable, nuts, and even fresh food, seafood and animal tissue which we adapt for food. Yes, we get all these nutrients for the development of the body from food. In case of manganese, for instance, for a well-rounded physical structure in which to house a normal, healthy mind and spirit. We find the psychotic patient is too susceptible to the available constructive element. He seizes upon the assimilates to the point of overgrowth of tissue. If this is so, it explains the reason for pathology in all parts of the body that manifest overgrowth of natural tissue, and we have already noted that where we find malignancies with overgrowth of tissue and infiltration, we are almost able to trace the psychotic taint. In case of Magnich, for instance, McCollum tells us that but a small amount is required in our daily food. Yes, if take the example of one of the important nutrients which we get from our food, that is manganese. This manganese is, the requirement of the manganese is very small from our daily food. The requirement is not too much, but that it is very difficult to prepare a diet entirely free from the element for experimental purpose, and it is the whatever is the food material which available in nature, this contains manganese and which is required for the growth of our physical structure. It is so difficult to prepare food and omit the small amount required. What an excess of the substance must be available in a normal diet, and therefore we get the ample amount of manganese from our normal diet. Yet the healthy normal system absorbs only the amount required to maintain a state of health, and it is a beauty of nature that body, although there is ample amount of manganese available in our food, while body absorb only that amount of manganese which required for the physical construction and which maintain the state of health. Then whatever is the excess, it is totally eliminated from body. Yes, excess is not stored or retained in our body, although it is available from food. Body is only absorb that amount of manganese which is sufficient or required for the normal health, isn't it? Let us take the next paragraph. A list of antipsychotic remedies has been compiled from several standard works of Materia Medica. We shall give a list excerpted for these, that is means quoted. The list of the medicine is given below, and this comprising only those remedy with a primary chemical relationship. Then whatever is a requirement of our body, although it in a very minimum quantity, it is in the list of the remedy which is included in our Materia Medica. These are given, this list is given below. It will be noted that almost all these remedies fall within the group of body construction element, but it is significant that the so-called double salt predominant. That means whatever is a remedy we given below, these are the double salt remedy, double salted, that is in a combination form. Another interesting fact is that the carbons are almost entirely lacking. Yes, that means in the body construction or the physical construction, the carbons are not required, and therefore these are not included in the list or the below list, which is specifically considered as a antipsychotic remedy, while the calcareas appear frequently, and in below list this calcarea factor is appear frequently. Chemical combinations of the very lowest elements are found to be fairly frequent, so as in fluoric acid, nitric acid, ammonia. It is interesting to note that while there is a preponderance of the kalis and kali carb is omitted. Yes, in the below list, the most of the time, or the preponderance, that is the importance given to the kali group, while in the list of this kali group, kali carb is omitted, because carb is not essential factor of the for the construction of the physical structure, and therefore kali carb is omitted. It will be noted too that while aurum mur, Baratha mur, cinnabar, mercury and plumbum appear in this list, or this which are the heavy atomic weight. In this list, the first three are tinctured with elements of the much lower. This aurum, baryta, mercury and plumbum. This cinnabar, it is also the of the mercury. Mercurial है aurum, baryta and cinnabar. These are all heavy metal, considered as a heavy metal, while these are tincture means it is a chemically added, or chemically these are adding with the muriatic factor, isn't it? And therefore the first three are tincture with elements of a much lower, which are the much lower atomic weight. Much lower atomic weight, while the two last are comparatively rarely indicated in a true psychotic condition, unless there is a syphilitic taint as well. Although of course these might be indicated when the condition approaches disintegration of tissue as toward the final chapter of the disease. Yes, as these three of the heavy atomic weight or the more atomic weight, these are all added with the, or the make the medicine with, which tinctured with the elements which has the lower atomic weight, while the mercury and plumbum which has the more atomic weight, while these are considered as an antisyphilitic remedy, or the dominance of the syphilitic symptom, while prior to this disintegration of the tissues, whatever the stages appear where these mercury and plumbum are indicated, and that's why these are indicated in the antipsychotic list of the antipsychotic remedy. Let us examine these remedies, comparing their relationship by number of the elements. Yes, let us examine these remedies, comparing their relationship by number of the elements. Yes, these are the atomic weight of the different elements. It is not to be thought that these remedies, even with those from animal and vegetable sources added, are all that might be indicated in psychotic condition, but these show the trend of the remedies that are likely to be indicated. Yes, these are all elements which are considered as a antipsychotic remedy, and in this mineral, you can say mineral kingdom, these animal and vegetable sources are not included here, although this animal and vegetable kingdom, these are also predominant in these elements and show the various anti or psychotic symptom. It is an accepted fact that all plant remedy contain the constructive elements. Yes, just like the psychotic miasm, all these elements which are required for the physical construction of the body, these plant are also, the plant remedies also contain the constructive element, like, and therefore it is a source of food. Animal also, it rebuilt into potential and varied combination in every specific in every species of plant life. These all elements which listed before, these are all available in varied combination in every species of plant life, and therefore some plant remedies are also we use as a antipsychotic remedy. So to our animal remedies have their value only in what has been made of the elements assimilated and rebuilt, and in from animal source also some remedies are considered as a psychotic remedy which are predominantly show the existence of these element, isn't it? The element assimilated and rebuilt, these are, and therefore some the animal products are also useful for the construction of the body. Similarly, the animal remedies are also useful to any psychotic influences. It is this reconstruction that gives their potentiality. It is this reconstruction, that is this animal and plant product, these are exhibit their potentiality power. However, in the association of elements with the remedies under consideration, we note a greater proportion of those containing chlorine than any other element. Further, we note a gap between bromine and argentinum. The atomic weight of chlorine is 17 and the atomic weight of bromine is 53, and of the argentinum is a 47. In order of atomic weight, the following fill in this space, and in between this argentinum and, yes, in this argentinum and bromine, in this gap we observed so many elements. Refer periodic table and see. In between these, the krypton, that is which has a 36 atomic weight, rubidium 37, strontium 38, yttrium 39, zirconium 40, columbium 41, molybdenum 42, undermine 43, ruthenium 44, rhodium 45, palladium 46 and argentinum 47. Of these, strontium and palladium have had considerable proving, in which these strontium and palladium have the considerable proving, that is, these are proved. However, strontium strontium is found in natural association with plumbum, and greatest influence homeopathically seems to lie along similar lines. Palladium and rhodium, the latter has had a brief proving, are associated in their natural state with platinum. The latter being in higher register of atomic weight, we consider as being more particularly in a destructive classification. Yes, this rhodium is out of the higher atomic weight, it is considered as an antisyphilitic remedy. However, cadmium, which has an atomic weight 48, is a remedy to be considered in this antipsychotic group, particularly in pathological end product. Yes, whenever the pathological changes are developed, this cadmium is considered as the antisyphilitic remedy. However, strontium is found in natural association with plumbum. Some of the pathological products, some of the elements that come within the range of the constructive group, yet which have never been defined as having constructive role, have been detected by the spectrograph in milk. Yes, these some elements which are considered as a constructive role, while these are not yet defined in the food product which are considered as a constructive. For example, the spectrograph of milk, these are in which barium, boron, lithium, rubidium, strontium, titanium, zinc, also by other investigator, aluminum, chromium, lead, silicon, tin, vanadium, magnesium, these are observed. Magnesium 20. These are by no means all the inorganic substances. These are by no means of all the inorganic substances contained in milk, but are those that have been detected only in stresses. Yes, the all these elements whatever observed in milk, these are all inorganic substances which are detected by a very tedious investigation by the very tedious experimentation, while n number of trace element may be trace element are in very minimum form. These elements are also found in milk, but these are not that have been detected only by traces, and their constructive duties have not been defined. These are not found out very clearly, and their role for the construction is also not get defined or find out. Detection of these elements is of particular interest in that it suggests role of some sort of elements heretofore missing in our constructive element, and because of its inclusion of barium and lead, the latter being so far beyond the constructive limit as we have understood them. Yes, all these elements which are highly considered as the constructive element, while including the barium and lead, this latter means the lead is being so far beyond the constructive limit, right? While the lead has very minimum role for the physical construction, and therefore but it is detected very late. Moreover, these elements associated with physical functions of the body, albeit in animals, that means these all elements associated with physical construction also in animal, leads us to inquire why elements of such high atomic weight should appear in nutritional function. Yes, it is a question that why such higher atomic elements have a role for the construction of our physical body. Was this by chance some imperfection in technique on the part of the investigator, or have we a still wider field beyond that compassed by our present knowledge and hypothesis founded thereon? Yes, whatever is the elements which are observed in our body, or the requirement of this trace element, very small quantity these are required, but these elements which have such a high atomic weight and specifically have a role in our body construction, and these are all available from our nutrition, isn't it? And they have very specific role in the nutritional function of cell, isn't it? And therefore he asked the question, was this by chance some imperfection in technique of our part of the investigator, or have we still wider field beyond the compass by our present knowledge and the hypothesis found thereon? Yes, that means you have not this available technique to find out or to investigate the role of this element in for the physical construction. These comments upon the remedies frequently associated by symptomatology with the problem of hereditary or constructed disease tend must be understood to be no more than the first uncertain step towards a newer understanding of the relationship of our potentized remedies to cases that may present themselves before us. Yes, although we don't have a proper knowledge of this role of this trace element for the physical construction, still whenever the symptoms appear, whenever we prove the drugs on human being and these are able to produce the symptom, and these are specifically the psychotic symptom. You consider the psychotic symptom, and whenever we use these antipsychotic remedy, this frequently associated by the symptomatology with the problem of hereditary or contracted disease stain. Yes, that means which are resemble or which exhibit the resemblanceness or the symptom similarity which we acquired from our parents, and which is a hereditary taint of the miasm psychosis, must be understood to be no more than the first uncertain step toward a newer understanding of the relationship of our potentized remedies in cases that may present themselves before us. We realize it is far less important to rationalize the reason for than to embrace a knowledge of the mean of to care for the condition. Yes, means in you don't waste your time to find out the what elements are essential or not, and while you have to make a medicine and potentize the medicine and prove it and apply for the medicine for the care for this condition. But while these suggestions of the possible modus operandi of a certain group of elements are extremely rudimentary, it is hoped that the problem involved will be clarified by more study to the point where here too we may verify the whole process of logical reasoning and scientific procedure that is made homeopathy the profoundly coherent system of healing. That means you must study the role of this trace element for the physical construction of our body. Simultaneously, you have to analyze the role of this different trace element and prove the medicine and use this medicine in your practice. You know this manganese or the palladium, then argentinum nitricum, this tannum also, then platinum, the various other remedy which are given in this list previously. These are all well proved, isn't it? And every medicine, while proving, exhibit a very peculiar type of symptom which predominantly show the psychotic expression in the particular patient. And in order to the symptom similarity, you can select the remedy in various cases, and we consider all these remedy as antipsychotic, like alumina, argentinum, aurum mur, baratamur, borax, calcarea, merxol, hiparsols. All these considered as a highly antipsychotic medicine. This aluminium is, for example, take the aluminium is this metal, and this metal is close to other metals in its quality, but the situation is more desperate. Here is the picture of the oxide of aluminium, namely alumina, isn't it? There are something that are essential to the life of the human being, and if these are taken from him, he doesn't find any point in living. First of this is hope, and whatever is the situation in life, as long as there is hope, he will live, and if there is no hope, he will deteriorate and die. The remedy for total absence of hope and just like the syphilinum, isn't it? While in alumina there is hopeless despair of recovery. These type of symptoms or the various other medicines also exhibit like the Natramur and Kali group, which are frequently used. However, these are very well understood, well proved, and the characteristic feature of these Kali and Natram are common. Very much similarity you have to found in Kali and Natram. Very little differentiation. Similarly, in magnesium and calcarea carb, we also found which are the representative of the group second element, and these are the person who are dependent and desire security. Similarly, by understanding this the position of the element in the periodic table, you can understand very well the characteristic feature of the each element and the role of each element in the life of the human being or the physical construction, and all these nutrients which we received from our food product. These are, and therefore these are, as these are found in plant and animal kingdom also, some of the remedy from animal kingdom and plant kingdom, these are also used as a antipsychotic remedy, isn't it? Here we finish the very important chapter from the H.A. Robert philosophy, that is a psychosis over construction, and all these elements, whenever there is irregularity of this assimilation and absorption, and these are excessively absorbed and resulted into over construction, then you can regularize these by using the potentized medicine, and then you can restore the sick to health. Okay, thank you.